About 6 weeks ago, Jen and I had what we thought was a mouse problem. We took a look at our ceiling. We didn't see anything. We tightened the ceiling back up and we went about our business. Unfortunately, that would not be the end of it. So you see, about a week later, we were sitting in the living room watching TV and we heard that scratching again. Into it. These boards here that I'm taking these nails out of are the boards that were in the ceiling of the new area that we had to look at. As it turned out, we did have mice. We had a lot of mice. Once I was able to start taking these panels down, we found almost 2 gallons worth of seeds stuffed up in the insulation. Think about that. That's a lot of seeds. After we got the seeds out, we set up some traps up there and we caught, I think the first night we caught 2. And the next night we caught 1. Another. And another. We started setting up traps outside and we caught more. All in all, we've caught over 35 mice in and around the cabin since that original issue we had. The place where we found the mice were actually in this area here. So this is all the boarding I had to take out. We put a piece of cardboard up here simply to keep the mice up there while we were trying to trap them. Well, it's been a few weeks now. We haven't heard anything. We haven't caught anything. And so it's time to go ahead and put the new installation in and put these boards back up. Now the good news is we do have some extra insulation, compliments of a friend of ours, Alan, over at Wilderness Hangout. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this. We're going to get it inside and we'll get that insulation installed. So I had something fall in my eye. I'm not exactly sure what it was. Holy shit, did it burn. That really burned. Oh my God. Holy smokes. Yeah, that hurt like hell. I don't know what it was. I felt it, but I don't know if it was insulation. There's something else. I'm gonna rinse out my eye more. Well, that's that eye. How's that look? I think it looks okay. Well, I can't see this way, so I'll have to go back and look at the video, but I think it's okay. Burns. That burns really bad. Ooh, I don't know. All right, anyways, keep going. Oh boy. We had put some cotton balls up here with peppermint oil, and I think a piece of that cotton ball may have fallen and hit me in the eye. Holy shit, that hurt like hell. Feels a lot better now. I did, wash it out quite a bit, so hopefully that's the end of it. God, I hate insulation. So our cabin has R13 in it. I know a lot of people say, how can you live in a cold environment and only have R13? Well, because it works for us. Keeps the house warm long enough for us to refill the wood stove, and so it's good enough for us. So as far as the mouse situation is concerned, it was about 35 mice that we have found. Some here in the cabin, some under the cabin. Actually, the most of them we found under the cabin. We have a bucket trap set up under the cabin, and that thing has just worked phenomenally. No complaints here. Living in the woods, you know, having mice is just kind of part of the deal. You just manage it the best you can, and hopefully every year you win. Going back to that mouse situation, I am convinced that when we first started this ordeal, we got the parents right off the bat. We got them coming in and out where they were storing their food. Over the course of the next 2 or 3 weeks, the younger mice, being the fact that the parents weren't around to bring them food, they were getting hungry and started traveling between the rafters inside of the cavity where the soffit vents are. So, and as they were coming to where the food was, used to be, we were getting them there. So we also figured out where they were coming in at, so we were able to temporarily stuff some steel wool up there. But come springtime, or come next summer, we're going to have the skirting off of the cabin anyways, because we're going to be doing some work on the skirting. And when we do that, then we will completely rodent proof the access points. And on these Amish built cabins, those access points are right in the corners on the outside of the cabin. So if you're getting yourself an Amish cabin, stay tuned and I will show you come summertime how to rodent proof them, because there are 4 access points in these cabins, and again, they are in each of the 4 corners. So all right, well, let me go ahead and get this paneling up, and let's get this done. All right, well, there it is. It is all put back together. Even got the trim up there. It's really hard to see because it gets dark in this house and there's no sunlight, but it's all done, and thank goodness. All right, so what's going to happen if we get more mice? Well, the reality is that there is a high probability of that happening. But if we get them, then we deal with them, just like we have to do with anything else. You know, this is part of the lifestyle, right? I mean, anybody who has spent any time in the woods, and especially if you're living in the woods, you have to deal with mice. It's just they come hand in hand. So dealing with them is just a way of life here. So, all right. Well, with that said, I'm going to get things cleaned up, Thanks a lot for sticking around watching this video. If you'd like to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you folks on the next video.